Hi guys, how are you? Okay, real quick. Uh, this is kind of happening right in front of our face, and we really don't get it. Matthew 24. Okay, the disciples asked Jesus the signs of his coming. Jesus answered them, Matthew 4, take heed that no man deceive you. And Matthew 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. What that portion means, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. What that means is they are going to be speaking as if they were Christ or had talked with Christ, using Christ's words. That is, it says in the beginning part, shall come in my name. If you can go over the internet, God told me, God talked to me, they even call themselves prophets and prophetess. And, prophecy, it's the new junkie, but I believe this is this time of false prophets. And many shall come in my name. God spoke to me. God said this to me. Just do a search on the internet. Thousands, not hundreds, thousands of people doing that. The angels can come as messengers. I get that. Old Testament, New Testament, two different things. But, many people follow so many other people. There's a few ladies out there, you know their names. They get daily prophets, daily from the Lord, daily. It's not there. It's just not there. I've mentioned before, God and the angels leave their mark on you. You can tell it. It's a signature. You can feel it. Whether it's in their voice, in their presence, it is that. And I've found maybe two that have experienced that mark that I've experienced. No, I'm not going to give the names because that's not fair. We're supposed to be ready. God tells us, Jesus even said, to be prepared. For no man will know the day or the hour. That the false prophets, it's daily. It's hundreds of times a day God spoke to me. Okay, just an FYI, God is not speaking to you. It says it plain and simple in the Bible. You don't want to believe the Bible? Fine. You want to believe the delusion? Go right ahead. See, that's a neutral spirit. That's a neutral spirit lying to you. And you can't tell because you just want to grab onto it. You want to grab onto that energy. Me. But the balls to call yourself a prophet or a prophetess, I'm sorry, that's ballsy. That is 100% ballsy. I don't think there's forgiveness for that. There's going to be many that deceive us. Even the very elect will be deceived, it says. You have to ask, who are they? I bring this up because, all you see is people, the rapture watchers, this, everything, oh, we're going home, everything like that. That Matthew 5 spells it out right for us. For many shall come in my name. That means speaking for God, or speaking that God told me this. That is no different. And that is not a stretch. That is how the language translated back then. There was no first, second, and third person in that Aramaic. If there was, it was second person, possibly. But you know, these and you look on their channels, there's thousands, just glued to it. And you know, you think you're strong, you think you're not going to be deceived. Even with the NDAs, I can tell when that person has been touched by God or an angel. I can feel it in their voice. I can tell because of the signature that the angels and the divine leave. Do a lot of people experience something that is so majestical and they do see Jesus and they do see angels? Yes, 100%. But that's in their mind. And God bless them, it works. But that doesn't mean it was actual God, Christ, or the angels. I can't explain the feeling, the signature. It's something in the voice, it's something in the eyes, it's something in the actions. It'll radiate out. But most people just grab onto it. Oh, God told me this. And I've actually said to someone, you know, that's not God talking to you. And they were highly offended because I said that to them. And frankly, I never spoke with them again. I'm like, look, I get what you get, but that was not God. Okay, that could have been an angel. No, it was God. And went into a ramble. You know, even with the gifted people in the spiritual community, and they're in the Christian faith also, or just ordinary people. They know things, they feel things. It's part of our gifts that God gives us. 7 gifts of the Spirit. You know, there are great readers out there, and I know that I've witnessed a number of them being touched by that Yeshua energy, by that angel energy. But when we get that through someone like that, it's a piece of a piece of a piece of a piece of a piece. It's an essence. It's not an actual visitation and them talking in your ear. You know, we're trying to expose some of the fallacies of the spiritual community. But you have to expose the bullshit in the Christian community as well. I've seen preachers say, God spoke to me, he told me this. Zero signature. Anyway, please guard yourself. Do not be deceived. As much as you want to believe, I understand. As much as you want to believe, it's just not there. 99.9% of people do not understand energy, do not understand that. Anyway, you know, discernment is one thing. This is beyond discernment, okay? This is beyond discernment. Because Matthew 24 is unveiling right in front of our eyes. Even if it's wrong, because most people say, oh, the language is wrong. If you look at the Septuagint and the translation, it is. There's different words, different languages. But those days are coming. Those days are coming. You know, you have to be ready. What God means when he says you have to be ready, you have to be faithful. You have to be within your faith. You have to be of good character, a good person. Anyway, that's it.